I think that it's just some of us eat, sleep, and breathe flood risk reduction.
What a lot of people don't realize is during floods is a lot of this work has already been happening in the background.
Max combined flow is 300, right?
So that we know when the real incident actually pops up, we're ready to respond.
Try to really stress to people to have a go bag already. A go bag just means the necessary essentials that you would need to evacuate at a moment's notice. Also, follow the OES, sheriff pages, and also any local agency that provides information on the forecasted. If they're new to the area, to sign up for code red notifications.
We are in the emergency spill release diagram.
We do training, which is required by FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. As owners of New Bullards Bar Dam, we have to do those trainings. But it also provides another benefit, not just for us, but for our partners to exercise those skills.
We have rain today, tomorrow.
The exercise kind of promotes that muscle memory. It gets everybody, oh yeah, this is what we do. This is how we come together. This is how we communicate.
We do flood fight training. That's sandbagging the levees. By having those trainings, I think it really prepares us for the flood fight operations if needed.
The room that we're sitting in currently is the State Federal Flood Operations Center, and this is essentially the brain of responding to floods statewide here in California, making sure that information is making its way to the local agencies to make sure that they're able to respond.
The initial part of our forecasting process starts with meteorology. We're giving them basically how much water is going to be coming into the reservoirs and also how much water is coming into the rivers downstream of the reservoir, so they can then make informed decisions on what to release to help manage flows further downstream. So those are some big decisions that have to be made in a fairly short amount of time.
It's very important to communicate in real time because we want to make sure the information's consistent and that we like to be the clearinghouse of a lot of that information, including river forecasts, weather forecasts, that type of thing, because that way everybody's working on the same playing field.
I'm always looking at the inflows and the outflows of the New Bullards Bar Dam. Speaking with the Weather Service, they tell me you have a few atmospheric rivers coming in and bringing a lot of water, and then I'll be talking to the Yuba Water Agency and seeing what their anticipation of inflows are coming in, how much will they be releasing. So it all allows me to put those pieces, the puzzle together to really lay out a plan out. We're trying to really balance water to not overpower the system that we have in place. We have a great levee system and it really channels water away from the area.
RD 784 operates and maintains 35 miles of levees, 60 miles of internal drainage canals, and 10 pumping stations. And as soon as we see water coming up into what is referred to as action or monitor stages, we initiate levee patrols. And concurrently, we notify Yuba County OES and the Yuba Water Agency of the activities we're about to engage in to keep them in the loop.
If it hits a specific level, we initiate evacuation. So our interaction with the water agency and DWR is just so critical at that point in time. We don't take evacuations lightly, but I would rather evacuate people than have people die.
If flooding were to occur, our role at Yuba Water is really the control of New Bullards Bar Dam. You know, up in the watershed, that's where it starts. But there are times when the rivers rise despite the work we're doing up at New Bullards Bar, right? And we see that impact downstream here. Our coordination or our efforts are focused more on the communication with our reclamation district partners, with the emergency providers to help protect this community.
Residents always come to bepreparedyuba.org, and we will always have emergency updates on that page. They could go to that page for river levels in our area. They could go there for sandbag information.
RD 784 maintains a robust supply of flood fight supplies, sandbags, plastic visqueen, staking. We all have it prepared and ready to go in dry containers, and we're prepared to deploy supplies as necessary.
And our end goal is always providing the community the most real-time information during disasters or emergency times. The coordination that we have with our partners allows us to really give the community the utmost care and safety
In comparison to where we were even 10 years ago, the flood response aspect and how prepared we are is worlds different than where we were. The forecasting has gotten a lot better, the accuracy's gotten a lot better, the coordination with the partners is constantly happening so that we can always respond to those flood emergencies.
I feel the level of risk is greatly reduced in this community, just with the combination of everybody's dedication and effort to ensure that the highest standards are met when it comes to flood risk reduction.
I'm driven to do this work because this is my community. I love this community, and I've lived through 3 evacuations, all extremely stressful events. I clearly remember not knowing if I was going to have a home to come back to, and it's something that still it resonates with me today.